Hey now, what is up, everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka ReviewKingMB, and I decided to make a video talking about my most anticipated movies of 2019. This is my list, so it will look very different probably from your list. So let's talk about it though. Before I get into the actual top 10 though, I want to mention some honorable mentions. Movies like Top Gun 2. I'm so curious as to what that movie is going to look like in this current day and age. John Wick 3. This is something that's going to be insane. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is Quentin Tarantino's next movie that is around the Charles Manson murders and concerning Hollywood, and Brad Pitt's in it, and Leonardo DiCaprio. So that looks interesting. And The Joker. As much as I don't think this movie is needed or necessary, I have to admit that those videos of Joaquin Phoenix in makeup as the Joker has me curious enough. But let's get to the actual 10 though. Coming in at number 10, Star Wars Episode 9. Some people might be surprised that this isn't higher on the list, that this isn't number 1 or 2 or 3. But honestly, after Solo and after The Last Jedi, which I don't hate The Last Jedi at all, I enjoyed it for the most part, but I didn't love it. And the fact that I'm starting to get burned out on Star Wars, I fully expect that this could bring me back, bring the love back, and get me back into it. J.J. Abrams being back is certainly a good thing. I just don't want to have my hopes so high just to get disappointed once again. Number 9, Hellboy. I just recently watched the Guillermo del Toro Hellboy movies for the first time, and I think they're fine, but I definitely think that there is room for improvement. I think that you could take this character and this lore, the world that he's in, and you could expand upon it. You could make it a little darker, and I hear it's going to be rated R, and I really like this actor who they have, the look, the makeup. Number 8, The Lion King. And after seeing the trailer recently, I almost wanted to have this higher, but then I have to stop and think, well, technically this is a remake. Technically, I do know the story. I know what's going to happen, almost beat for beat. I expect that we're going to get some new stuff. I think Jon Favreau is the perfect person to be behind this, especially after what he did with the Jungle Book. But that trailer looked gorgeous. Seeing real life looking animals. I know it's CGI, but still, they look real. To be able to see this story done like this. Number 7, Shazam. Talk about DC giving me a movie that I have been begging for and wanting for the longest time, but judging by how they were going, I didn't think I would get this movie anytime soon. And the trailer looked great. I love Zachary Levi and the costume and the backstory, the lore, the origin that they will get into. It looks like a lot of fun. We need a DC movie to have some fun, finally. Number 6, Godzilla, the King of the Monsters. This is another trailer that looked gorgeous, and the spectacle of it is going to be amazing. You're going to have Godzilla fighting monsters upon monsters upon monsters. For anyone, including myself, who complained that there wasn't enough Godzilla action in that first remake of Godzilla, and that they just kept cutting away from all of those fights that we were about to get, this time it doesn't look like we're going to do that again. Number 5, It Chapter 2. Here's a movie that it's going to be a sequel to the first It, and that first It I enjoyed so much. I got to love those kids, all of those characters, got to connect to them, got to laugh with them, and really appreciate where they began to where they ended, seeing them all band together, become strong enough to fight this thing. Very tragic. So I'm wondering where they're going to go now with them as adults. I love this cast. I think we have some great actors in the cast. I can't wait to see Pennywise back, just to see how much hard he's going to go. Think about how how scary he was in the first movie, pertaining to them being kids. Now they're grown up. Now they're older. So he's going to come at them more aggressive. Number 4, Spider-Man Far From Home. We purposely don't know much about this movie because technically Spider-Man is dead in the current Marvel MCU, but we know he's coming back somehow, some way. I just can't wait to get back into this world. I love Tom Holland as Spider-Man. Jake Gyllenhaal is playing the villain, Mysterio, and I am more excited to see what type of villain he's going to bring. I almost never thought he would do a big superhero movie. Number 3, Captain Marvel. Here's another character that I have been anticipating. I've been wondering how they're going to introduce her, how they were going to do it. Brie Larson is an amazing choice to play this character. The trailer I thought looked great. I can't wait to get into her stuff with the Kree and Jude Law. And since this takes place in the 90s, you have a younger Sam Jackson, a younger Phil Coulson, and I'm sure they'll do a lot of nice 90s references from back then. This movie has the potential to give us that fun before we go back to the dread and sorrow that Thanos brought to us. We'll be able to have fun again with a Marvel movie, and that's always something good. Number 2, Glass. I almost can't believe that Glass is this high on the list because I wasn't expecting this movie to be made. Talk about a highly anticipated movie that practically came out of nowhere. You had Unbreakable from the year 2000, and then so many years later, Split ended up being a sequel to that, and that the twist ending was such a great surprise, such a great way to bring us back to that world. It made me love or appreciate the Split movie that much more. James McAvoy as this character, set of characters, and as the Beast. I'm looking forward to seeing him interact with Sam Jackson, Mr. Glass himself, them being in prison, Bruce Willis being the hero that we've wanted to see him be after the end of Unbreakable, and seeing how M. Night handles a superhero film. Because technically this will be a superhero film, and I can't wait. I almost can't believe I'm looking forward to an M. Night Shyamalan movie, especially after watching all of his films not too long ago. But my number 1 favorite, most anticipated movie of 2019, I can't wait to see Avengers 4 or Infinity War Part 2, however you want to call it, name it. We still don't know the name of it. We still haven't seen anything from it, at least as of when I'm recording this video, and you don't need to. I almost don't need to see a trailer until like a week or two beforehand. In fact, I don't need to see a trailer at all because that's how much you have this set up and built up from the end of Infinity War, where Thanos defeated the Avengers, never been done before. The Avengers has never lost, especially on a big scale like this. Half of humanity is wiped out. You have to see what our original heroes, Cap, Iron Man, Black Widow, Hulk, all these people, what are they going to do? How are they going to react to that? What has life been like? How long has it been since that event? What are they going to do to possibly undo it? Will Ant-Man being trapped in the quantum realm tie in somehow? Will he time travel? Will Captain Marvel play a huge part? She probably will. How can they defeat Thanos? He just seems so all-powerful. So guys, let me know in the comments below, what are some of your most anticipated movies of 2019? Do you think I left a movie off the list? Is there something that you want to see, or is there something here that you don't care for? Like, comment, subscribe. Later!